Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Cinema Wave Podcast here at the Culture Wave Media Network. We are back to discuss our reaction to the Golden Globe Awards 2026, honoring the best in film and television for the year of 2025. We have a lot to discuss in terms of what this means for the awards conversation going forward. We don't have Oscar noms yet, but what could this mean for Oscar noms? And we're just going to kind of go over the show quickly and some of the award winners. I'm going to be one of your hosts. My name is Darian Scalamoni. I am joined this time by Liz Seiko.
Hello.
And Zach Miller.
How's it going, man?
What's up, guys? Okay. So let's just start really quick. Very quick discussion. Doesn't need to be long at all.
Okay.
Host job from Glaser? Nikki Glaser, right? Am I right? That's her name.
Yeah.
See, exactly. I don't even remember her name. Poor Nikki Glaser.
Terrible.
I thought she did a great job last Golden Globes, which is why I think it was a pretty quick pickup. About like a week later, they got her back for this year's Golden Globes. I think I'm the only one that watched the whole show.
Yeah, sorry.
So I thought she was fine. I think you asked me before we started rolling. You're like, oh, so they're not going to bring her back next year? I'm like, they probably will. They kind of keep this stuff safe as long as you don't do anything like Ricky Gervais has done in the past. Then they usually keep you on for a little bit. But from the little bit you saw, what did you think about her hosting job?
I like her. I mean, I think that, again, I do think that last year, I think because it was new and we were all just kind of like, ooh, is she going to be horrible? Like, is she going to be able to do it? She killed it last year. But sometimes doing a second round is almost harder because people have higher expectations. But I think, even though I'm not a big stand-up person, I enjoy her. I think that she has nice, like, energy on stage. The one thing that I'd like to, like, do you think that she doesn't write all of her jokes? And like, right? You don't think that she writes every
No, but I
do
think because she's a comedian, I think she probably has a good
Team.
She's probably helping.
Yeah. She has
Yeah.
a team of
With a lot
people
of it.
usually.
Yeah.
Like,
To where I think that, like, I don't know who else has hosted the Globes recently, but like when Kimmel does the Academy Awards, like, I don't know how much he's actually writing his own jokes to where like Conan is very heavy in the writing process. And I think that's why so many people, even though the turnout in terms of ratings wasn't great, people were so excited by him hosting the Oscars because he's a writer driven person. Like, him even becoming a late night host was a big deal because he was like a Simpsons and SNL writer. He wasn't like a face, you know, to where like Nikki Glaser is the exact opposite of that. Like, I think she's a face literally for comedy. And now she's kind of transitioning even into doing more acting. So all I know is that I think she did a good job, but every time I see Amy Poehler or Tina Fey at these award shows, I'm just like, why can't they host every single year?
Yeah.
Because like Amy gets two moments at this award show that are the funniest moments of the night to me. Yeah. And it just makes me upset because but I get it. Like, nobody wants to do it rinse and repeat and over and over and over again, but
yeah. And I mean, I also would wonder, like, is it money also? Like,
it's a fair point.
Is she much more expensive than Nikki is? Probably.
Oh yeah, at this point, for sure.
Yeah. And all these companies, they're not trying to give out the most money to the highest bidder.
Yeah, that's true. Zach, did you have any comments on Nikki or thoughts on her hosting job this time?
I really enjoyed her last year. I thought that her roasts were good, you know, just to keep it
I like that.
Yeah, she just keeps it like nice and targeted, pretty like safe jokes. There was the one joke about Leo achieving all these things before his girlfriend turned 30, which was good.
That was a good one.
And then she's like good friends with Kevin Hart, so she was like digging at him every now and then throughout the night. Like, that's what a host should be. So, you know, you keep it interesting. But the musical number that Liz just showed me, I mean,
it was rough.
God,
it was really rough. I had to watch that live, and I felt my skin kind of crawling. It was
that's bad.
Yeah, maybe no music. But what the fuck is up with musical sequences at award shows for people that are not musically inclined? Like, this is what I'm upset about. Will Ferrell did it like 10 years ago, and it really, really worked. But it's because he knows he's absurd. Yes.
Yeah, he knows he's bad.
So absurd. So like, for me, it's like, we need to stop doing musical sequences at these shows, I think, because even when they cut to people in the crowd, they're like,
it's so uncomfortable.
Fuck? Like, it's so uncomfortable for everybody.
It's so uncomfortable.
It's so rough. Let's stay away. Golden Globes, please. Let's stay away from the musical sequences. I'm done talking about this.
I did like her the like video though about like, oh, we come to this theater, and then
the Nicole Kidman joke.
Yes, and that goes into like being about podcasts. I thought that was really funny. It did seem like an SNL sketch, but like, I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, the digital shorts I feel like do usually like work in terms of how they kind of intermingle them throughout the award shows recently. So Maybe just replace the musical sequence with another one of those next
They
year.
love a good musical sequence.
Nah, I'm
though.
out on it. I'm done with
they
it.
They love them.
Let's move to the awards, shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm going to run through a few. I'm going to try to do like 4 at a time, I think.
Yeah.
And if we have any bullet points we want to hit, we could definitely do so. I'm not going to go through all the nominees. If you want to check those out online, go to goldenglobes.com. They have all the nominees for you, but we're just going to say the award and who won. Best Motion Picture Drama, the winner was Hamnet. Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, the winner was One Battle After Another. Best Motion Picture Animated was K-Pop Demon Hunters. And Best Motion Picture Non-English Language was Brazil's The Secret Agent. I'm going to start at a place where I'm sure Liz will be surprised that I'm starting. But I'm going to start with Hamnet.
Ooh.
For Best Drama. I'm a little surprised it beat Sinners. But Sinners wasn't awarded a lot on this night, which was also kind of surprising to me. Because there's a lot of conversation around how just critics groups are like Sinners is going to get 15 Oscar nominations, which would break the record. So I'm a little surprised, but I do think it's deserving. And I think that the moment they won was great at the end of the show with Chloe and with Steven Spielberg, and everything with Jacoby Joop and Chloe Zhao on this whole awards turn is also great. And we'll get to the actors later because there's some winners there too. But it's your favorite movie of the year. Zach, I think it's up there for you. I don't know if it's your absolute favorite of the year, but I'm sure we're very excited at home.
I wasn't surprised at all. I knew it. I was like, Hamnet's coming home with the win. Here we go. You know, I think that like, yes, Sinners is much more of like probably a film that more people can enjoy. I don't know if people are like enjoying Hamnet because it definitely is like actually heart-wrenching. But I don't know, just the magic that film has, like for me, I'd pick it out of that category too.
Yeah, Zach, what did you think about their win?
Yeah, I think it was pretty surprising given like how the only buzz around Hamnet for awards has been Jessie Buckley. So I was surprised to see it take home a win in that group, but also there is the split in the Golden Globes where it goes to comedy and drama.
Yeah.
So it'll make it more interesting in the Oscars when everything is together. Because wasn't One Battle also declared a comedy, or was that declared?
Yeah, that was comedy, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like the short list for Best Picture is going to be really interesting. But yeah, I mean, I was surprised that it won with like a slimmer margin. I think Sinners was definitely more popular, like you were saying. But yeah, I guess winning some like Best Drama just seems like it's been a popularity contest sometimes. So like Hamnet really didn't make a lot of box office money. It didn't make a lot of other achievements. There was also something on the Ringer too. They were talking about how the box office achievement award was like almost a runner up in this type of category or either category. It was just, so they gave Sinners that award. But I was like, did they do it like that where one was going to win? That wasn't going to win back box office with Hamnet, but yeah, I don't know. I think was definitely surprised.
Yeah, Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't remember last year what won box office achievement.
I just pulled the list up, actually. Wicked.
Okay. So this is a trend now that I'm noticing. The last 3 years have been movies that have been largely in the critics' conversation, or let me reframe that. The cultural conversation as movies that have sort of reached a cultural zeitgeist that is beyond what we talk about on this channel. Yes. Where it's like, even people that are just excited to go to the movie theaters again, 3 movies in a row that they've done this with now that are not typical Best Picture winners. Sinners, Wicked, Top Gun Maverick. 3
Barbie,
straight years.
I think, too.
Barbie was
Barbie
also the year before that, I think. I think you're right. And that might have been the first year they did it.
I think so, because
of
they knew
this
that people were going to start uproaring.
So think about that for a second. That's a very interesting trend to think about going forward with the Golden Globes, if and when we're making our predictions. And if anybody's betting on these award shows, because you could do that now.
I know.
Think about that going forward.
It's a little note, a little tip.
It's a little tip. Look, this is we're not sponsored by DraftKings yet, but maybe in the future. But no, Zach, that's a great point, because I think that Sinners is still going to be a part of the larger Oscar conversation. But last point I'll make on the drama before we jump to comedy musical, I think that the 2 biggest rivals against Hamnet for Best Picture at the Academy Awards are both in comedy and musical category. Personally,
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I also will say, because I'm looking at the list from last year, Anora didn't win either drama or music or comedy. So like we really don't like. I don't know.
It's
I
not
just
a litmus
feel like,
test.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
feel like the Golden Globes are just a completely different voting system
100%.
and platform than the Oscars are. And so it's really hard to be able to be like, oh, well, this got this, so it's definitely going to get this, because it really doesn't go that way ever,
Yeah,
I feel like.
I agree. I would say that if I was being honest about the state of the race right now, and it's very early on still, we've only had the Critics' Choice and the Golden Globes, I would say out of a possible field of 10, I would say Hamnet has the 4th best odds, is what I would say. That's where I'm at, personally.
And
Fair.
I hope it takes that number one.
You think it's going to win Best Picture?
There's a difference between thinking and hoping.
You want it to.
I want it to.
Okay, that's fair. It's your favorite movie of the year.
Do I think it is? I don't know yet.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's fair. We're early on. One Battle After Another, one musical comedy. The only other movie I really felt stood much of a chance against it was Marty.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that One Battle is kind of this technical achievement, and it's PTA's magnum opus that
Yes.
it might be his year. Zach, what did you think about the outcome with that? Did you think that Marty Supreme stood a chance, or maybe any other films in that category had an outside shot?
Yeah, I mean that's hard to tell. I feel like it was 50-50 between Marty and One Battle as well. Like I don't know. I mean, because there's all the buzz around like PTA's year. There, it's like, how much is he going to be awarded for it? Like actually winning that category, I wasn't shocked. I honestly think it was between the two films.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that much of a foot race between the others.
I wasn't really shocked. I feel like this film is it's race to lose at this point, and I think it would have been a really big upset if it didn't win.
Yeah, I think it's just this train that won't stop right
Yeah.
now. I mean, it got...
And more people are seeing it now that it's
Yes.
getting awards. That's the thing, is it has momentum. And for an almost 3-hour movie, that's kind of crazy that people are now because they waited. Nobody was like, oh yeah, let me sit down outside of the typical film like world. Regular movie watchers that aren't like watching things just to get it off their checklist are now hearing about it and are like, yeah, you know what, now that it's available at home, I'll watch it, and people are loving it.
Yeah, I think it's also this part of, again, it I know it's weird to say because usually the awards don't play off of this, but I do think in recent years it has some sort of an effect, but the cultural conversation around these movies does make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about it like where like people that are like older viewers of these are like, oh, there's a movie out with Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, and Sean Penn.
Yeah.
And then like I'm watching the Golden Globes with my mom, and Tiana wins, and she's like, I've never seen her in anything before. And I'm like, well, that's because she's like a rapper, like musician turned actress. And I brought up the movie 1001 that I know you've recommended. I still haven't had a chance to see, but I know that was like her kind of coming out party for acting. And like, but that's a whole nother audience now that's being involved, because that's the Black audience. That's the music driven audience. That's like, oh, Tiana Taylor's winning awards for a movie.
Yeah,
I should go see this movie.
She's got the audience from the show with Kim Kardashian.
That
now,
too. That too.
I mean,
My goodness, all's fair. I never want to talk
All's
about that show on this network ever. Let's jump to non-English language, because this is the strongest year I can remember in quite a while, with a lot of different movies that are up for not only contending in this category, but I think that genuinely 4 of these movies could enter the Best Picture race by the time we get to the Oscars. So Secret Agent wins, excuse me, over some other notable movies like It Was Just an Accident, No Other Choice, Sentimental Value, and Surat, which I think the conversation around Surat's died down a little bit. But the other...
I think it's because people haven't been able to see it yet, is what it is.
Yeah, and I think Neon, it comes out in February, maybe?
I think so. I think the first weekend of February.
Yeah. So I love The Secret Agent. And even talking to people about it, they're like, what the fuck is The Secret Agent? I'm like, yeah, I hope this movie gets out in more theaters so people can see it. But Zach, you've had a chance to see, I don't know if you've seen all 5, but you've seen a lot of these movies in this category. Were you surprised that this took home Best International Feature?
I saw it was Secret Agent, It Was Just an Accident, No Other Choice, Surat,
and Sentimental Value.
So I've seen 4 of 5. So I think I was surprised. I guess I was a little bit surprised. I don't know. I mean, there's like 3 like number 1 picks in my mind. I don't know, actually. I mean, there's like 4. They're all so good. God, this is tough because they're all so different. But no other choice for me was like my number 2 of the year.
Yeah.
Like I really love that movie. It was just an accident. Is like Panahi is like gone to so many lengths with this movie. Like he deserves something at the Oscars. He deserves screenplay. He deserves maybe director if it wasn't such a stacked year. But for him to not win something, like he didn't get a single Golden Globe for that movie. So I was very surprised about that. But I mean, The Secret Agent to me was not my favorite of all of these. I just thought that it was still a great movie. Very timely, but it was just an accident. It's also a very timely movie too.
I think Brazil also just kind of might have that underdog mentality when it comes to the Golden Globes. Like they haven't, I think they might have won for one other movie since City of God.
Well, I think Fernanda Torres won for I'm
She
Still
did
Here.
last
That's true
year.
too. So that's something where they might have this kind of up and coming audience of foreign language people are in this kind of voting group for the Golden Globes too. And maybe some of them are more Brazilian leaning voters, but still, I think a lot of these are big. Do you think how many of this list, Liz, do you think ultimately at this point, so it can change obviously, do you think make the best picture list for the Oscars?
It's hard. I would
Gun
say
to head, but you can change
my
your pick
God.
in a couple of weeks when we have more information.
I would say at least I'd say 4.
All 4.
I'd say 4.
So you're
But
saying
there's
everything
5.
besides Surratt. You're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I think that they're
Yeah.
going to get there. I think that there's going to be some upsets. Like Weapons won't be nominated.
Picture, yeah.
I don't think it will. I think these 4 will. And then the other 6 will be like the other main big ones
Yeah.
that are in the playing field. But I think that those 4 are all very on the same level. And I wasn't surprised about The Secret Agent. I just truly didn't know which way they were going to go, though.
Yeah. Because, again, it's a really stacked year when it comes to
they're
international
great films.
features.
They're really great films. I can't wait to see Surratt. I have been hearing good things, but I think that what's preventing that from getting into that playing field with the other 4 is that not enough people have been seeing it, so there's not enough talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's literally only played at Cannes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's played anywhere else.
So
So once we get a bigger release for it in February, maybe it'll kind of
Get a bump.
ramp up by the
Yeah.
time we get to actually I think we're getting
and
nom-
Neon. It could be another Neon
It could be,
year
but
too.
I think we're getting noms end of January.
For Oscars.
So
We'll
return-
see.
we'll return in a
We'll
couple weeks.
see.
All right, let's jump to the lead and supporting performances. So
What about didn't we do animated?
oh
K-
yes, you're right.
K-pop Demon?
Animated K-pop Demon Hunters. Shout out to all my K-pop lovers. I don't think anyone else has seen this movie. Have you guys seen this movie?
I haven't seen a single animated
See,
film.
I've
so
seen
I'm
this movie.
out.
I've seen this movie 5 times with
I'm
my
out.
goddaughter. Literally, that's not an
Actually?
exaggerate. Every time I'm with her, she wants to watch this movie. It's her favorite thing in the entire world. Shout out Audrey Nuna, Manalapan, Howell, love you. This is like, if anything else wins at the Oscars, I'd be shocked.
I mean, have you
Sounds
seen
like a
any of the
shoe.
other
I've
ones?
seen 3 of these movies.
Do you think
Um,
anything is?
I think Zootopia 2 is great, and I love Zootopia. I just love that world, but it's not to the level of the cultural significance that K-pop
K-pop.
Demon Hunters is. And also, it is a great movie. I've just seen it now 5 times, where I'm like
Mm.
kind of almost inundated with it. Arco's a beautiful movie. Zootopia 2 is just like my humor, and I also just love Jason Bateman so much.
Okay.
But I do think it's K-pop's to kind of lose, and I don't think either of you guys have seen the movie, so.
I haven't. I want to see.
You guys should watch it. It's on Netflix if you didn't already know that.
Okay.
All right, let's jump into the lead and supporting performances.
Let's do it.
Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. The winner was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. We have best male actor in a motion picture drama. The winner was Wagner Moura for the aforementioned Secret Agent. Best supporting, female actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy went to Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And then we'll jump to best lead performance in a motion picture, musical, or comedy that went to Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme. Liz, you get to pick where you want to start.
Jessie.
Of course,
Jessie
you pick Jessie.
Buckley.
Let's talk about it.
She's done. She's locked in. She's winning everything. If she doesn't win the Oscar, it will be the truest
We'll
upset.
burn down the theater.
And like
Yep.
the thing is
It'd
you
be
can
a crazy
see it.
upset.
You can see it when like every time she's the 2 times that she's won so far, the other nominees are just like absolutely like you can tell when people are a little bit more like upset that they don't win versus all the other people in her category I feel like know that she's gonna win, and so that they're just hyped for her.
Mm-hmm.
She also deserves it.
She totally deserves
She
it.
deserves it. This performance is crazy.
Yeah. After seeing Hamnet in September, I said that it was the earliest I'd ever like said lock at the Oscars ever.
Yeah.
Especially for a big like 6 category.
Yeah.
Like, she's stunning in the movie. She's unbelievable in it. Heartbreaking. All the things. And like Renata Rensva is another one of my favorite performances of the year, and it's so understated.
Yeah.
But like she doesn't stand a chance
No,
against Jessie.
no.
And I just think, yeah, it's hers to lose. Zach, you feel similarly?
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys said. I'm gonna just echo what Paul said at the after award, was that people will be studying this film and her work in drama school. And I really agree with that. Yeah.
I agree.
My only comment on the rest of that category, and shout out Julia Roberts. I don't know if you guys stuck around to the end to see this, but she shouted out a very special movie, Sorry Baby.
Yeah, she did.
And I
Oh,
really
yeah.
hope that Eva Victor gets in. I just don't think they will. But they have a very big career ahead of them.
Yes.
And I can't wait to see what they wind up writing next,
I know.
because Sorry Baby has stuck with me since I saw it.
It's a beautiful
It's a great
film.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Performance by male actor in drama. We said the winner was Wagner Moura. I love him in this movie, and I know Zach has very strong feelings about Michael B. Jordan, which we'll talk about it. Trust me, we'll talk about it. But I just really wanted Joel Edgerton to win.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna be
and
honest.
I knew he wasn't gonna.
Too.
Joel, I didn't think had a chance.
I knew he wasn't gonna.
That's not what I
But
thought you were gonna
I
say.
just really wanted him to win.
Of course. Like his
It makes
performance
me
is-
sad, Liz.
I know.
He's so good
I'm
in the movie. It
sorry.
makes me
I'm
cry.
sorry.
No, in all seriousness, though, when we did our own individual votes for Cinema Wave Awards, which check them out on Instagram if you guys haven't already, Wagner Moura is my number 2 performance for male actor lead of the year. So I'm pleased that he won the award. I think it's very deserving. Tough category. I think everybody had good performances in this. I know. I don't know if I'm the only one here that's seen Smashing Machine, but Dwayne is the best. He's the best part of the movie. The movie's good, but he's great in it. So not surprised with that. You guys have also seen Secret Agent. What did you think? Did you think it was Wagner's kind of to lose, or did you think that Michael B. or maybe even Oscar Isaac might have had an outside shot?
If I was guessing right away, I actually probably would have put it for Michael B. Jordan winning, just because he is playing 2 different characters essentially, and like that alone is a lot to deal with. Am I surprised by this win though? No, because I think his performance is amazing in The Secret Agent. I think it's very understated acting and like not that typical like bombastic work that you typically see, but I could have seen this going to Michael B too.
Zach, go off King about Michael B. and why you're upset that he didn't win the award.
Okay. All right. So Michael B, bro, like
Michael
here's
B.
the thing. I'm not upset. I love Wagner. The man has been great since Narcos. I've been on that train since Narcos came out. I mean, he deserves all of his flowers. I'm almost positive too that the Golden Globes has an international voting base too.
Yeah.
So that was probably something that was favorable for his win. But it's kind of similar to our Oscar conversation is like, I think Michael B had a bit better chance at winning this award than the way that it's going for the Oscars.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's kind of between Timmy and yeah, I mean, I don't, and like, look, I will stand on my hill for Michael every day, but I mean, but they're all very deserving people in the category. I really, it's hard to pick a winner out of all of these. I like The Secret Agent. I thought that he was very, very good in it. But of the best of all of these, I think it's like Michael B, Timmy, and then like who are the other people in the category? Joel was great too.
Dwayne, Jeremy Allen White, and
Jeremy Allen White.
Oh, and
was in
Oscar
this?
Isaac.
Oscar.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think it's between Marty, Michael B, and maybe Joel. I don't know. Let's fucking.
All right, comedy. Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I'm the only one that's seen this movie.
Yes, I'm jealous.
Wanted to see it.
I said I think the movie is okay. I'm not a huge fan of the movie.
Mhm.
I was hoping for a lot more, especially with the eclectic cast. I mean, Rose is fantastic in the movie, but you also have Conan O'Brien, ASAP Rocky, and Christian Slater. So I'm like, what the hell, guys? What are we doing here? I love weird casting
Yeah.
movies. It worked for Marty Scream. It didn't necessarily work for If I Had Legs, but
All right.
she's phenomenal in the movie. The only performance that I would put up to same caliber, it's a performance for me that's actually grown over time, is Emma in Begonia. I just think she's so phenomenal, and we've had conversations about that, but I just think she's so damn good in everything she does. But I'm really happy for Rose Byrne. Her speech was awesome. Her husband was at a reptile convention in New Jersey getting a bearded dragon, so shout out Bobby Cannavale.
She really didn't think she was gonna win if her husband wasn't there.
She did not think she was gonna win. But I'm happy for her. I hope you guys get a chance to see the movie soon.
I know.
But,
I want to see it.
I don't know if she's gonna get in for the Oscars. I think it's a really weird category because I think the only guarantees in that field is Jessie and Renata, and even Renata doesn't even feel like a guarantee that she's going to get in. I just think she has a stronger shot than everybody else. But like, there's Emma, there's Amanda, there's Cynthia, there's Chase. Kate Hudson's now getting a late push for Song Sung Blue, so it's
I love Kate. I love Kate Hudson.
Not top 5. No,
I don't care what you guys say. I haven't seen the performance, but I love her.
I like Kate Hudson, but I think that I hope that Rose gets in because, in my opinion, it is in the top 5 best lead actress performances that I've personally seen this year. I don't know if she's going to get in, though. We're going to have to wait and see.
We'll see.
Musical or comedy for male, though, is where we have, obviously, the dethroning of the king, to where Timothée Chalamet defeats Leonardo DiCaprio in this category. Also, Lee Byung-hun, Jesse Plemons, George Clooney, Ethan Hawke also in this category. You guys seem to think that Best Actor is locked up. I don't feel necessarily the same way. I do think that it's Timmy's to lose.
To who?
I think that there's so many great lead performances for the males this year that I think there's almost an outside shot for a number of candidates.
Really?
I think that I personally really love Leo's performance, and it leans more towards Wolf of Wall Street, and they don't always award more comedic performances, but even Marty is kind of unhinged and comedic. The last time a performance was along the lines of that was Catch Me If You Can, and Leo didn't win for that either. So I think that's also interesting. I love Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, but I think it's almost like there's a weird thing with that whole conversation where a lot of people in the industry really love that movie and really love his performance, where it's like, if Ethan gets in, could he finally win because he's never won before? Then there's also Michael B. There's Clooney. There's like a lot of outside contenders, including Wagner and Michael B. Like, to me, I think there's so many performances that could win. I just think that it's probably going to be Timothée Chalamet, but he's also very young. So it's also this thing where the Oscars might be like, well, amazing job, kid, but you still got to get a little bit more behind the ears.
This is his 3rd nomination.
I don't disagree, but how many did Leo have before he won? I think he had 7. And I'm
7, really?
Or 6. I could look it up, but I'm
maybe
it was a lot. Yeah.
My only thing is that I'm not saying he's not deserving, because personally, again, based on what my voting was, he's my number 1 performance by a lead actor this year. I just don't think it's as clear cut as you guys think it is, because I think
I think it's clear cut.
I think you hope that it's clear cut.
I hope, but I also think it is, because the only person that I truly think even comes close to the performance is Leo. But there's something about the last shot of Timmy in that film that then I think makes it a full formed performance, because he's able to have that emotional breakdown. Versus Leo's character, I don't ever think reaches that like emotional height. It's more just like panic over his daughter, but we never actually get that like Oscar-worthy shot of him.
It's totally.
Do you know
fair.
what I mean?
I think it's totally fair.
What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Listen. I don't think it's locked up. I think no. Okay, all right. Michael B is my guy, but the way that like the Oscars, the Academy, Hollywood has been campaigning Timothée Chalamet as now Hollywood royalty, poster boy. Here comes the young king. Like he is the new like bread and butter of the industry. They've been advocating for him more than like Michael B. Jordan, or like this is for me a like passing of the torch from like Leo, like to be up against a lot of these heavyweights. So I could see Ethan Hawke sneaking in for that reason. I think it's going to be like Leo, Wagner, Michael B., Timmy, and Joel maybe. Like I think it's gonna be like those five, and I think the way that the Oscars go too is not always like merit. But not to say that he doesn't do a good performance. I think he is one of the better ones of the year. But the way that everything is campaigned for this and his royalty, I think it's like almost a shoe-in for him at this point. Not that I want it.
All right. Here's my last thing I'm going to say on it because we still have time to go for this race. If he wins SAG, I'm fully in on it.
Okay.
See, that's
But I don't think it's I don't think it's as clear cut. Going back to Leo just for a second. I was incorrect. He was nominated 4 times, but still 4 nominations
over
before
like 20
he won.
years.
He was nominated for What's Eating Gilbert Grape, The Aviator, Blood Diamond, Wolf of Wall Street. That also means that he was not nominated for Catch Me If You Can, The Departed, Revolutionary Road, Shutter Island, Inception, and Django. Across that time. So I'm just saying that the Academy does a lot of weird fucking shit. And I think we need to keep our eye on it. He's 100% getting a nomination, but I'm not guaranteeing he's going to win yet. I'm not there yet. It's not the Jesse Buckley thing.
I'm putting all my money.
All right, guys. You heard it. DraftKings. Liz is saying bet all the money you have.
Liz just bought a house. Let's use that as collateral.
Yeah, we're using it as collateral. Hope you're listening, Tyler. That's what your wife just did. I'm excited for him, though. I think this is an exciting time for him in his career, and I do think he's going to be a big part of the conversation going forward. Let's move on to supporting. And after that, also, we'll hit with director and screenplay for the next 4 awards.
Let's do it.
Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role was Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Stellan Skarsgård won for best male actor in a supporting role for Sentimental Value. Best director went to PTA Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. And best screenplay also went to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Zach, let's start in an odd spot towards the back end of what I just said. Let's go to best director because I think personally, you can tell me if you feel differently, there's 3 locks in the category for director going forward, but the whole rest of the field I think is all up in the air. So I won't even give you those 3, but I'm curious if you agree, if there's 3 in your mind, and if they match the 3 that I'm thinking.
I think so.
Okay, what do you got?
I think it's Coogler, Chloe Zhao. Oh my God, what's the other?
The gentleman that won.
Oh, Safdie maybe.
Do you think he's a guarantee?
Wait. Are you talking about for the Oscars or
yes,
like after
Oscars.
PTA?
So
it's these 3.
No,
Oh,
including PTA.
Oh, I would put
3.
PTA. It's for sure.
Okay,
yeah,
so those are my 3 that I think are getting in if the voting was tomorrow. Safdie didn't even get nominated in this category.
I was surprised with that.
So for you, for the Oscar conversation, what does PTA's win look like for you, and what do you think maybe leading up to that? What does this do for the stock of best director at the Oscars?
I'm also kind of the same with actor. I almost feel like I'm like 80% locked that PTA might get it because of his career for this. It's a worthy movie for that reason. Still a great achievement. Like this is, everyone says maybe his opus, that kind of thing. I still think he should have won for There Will Be Blood, but it's tough. Like I would really like to see Coogler win. I would really like to see Chloe Zhao win. I don't think Safdie has a good shot at winning for director given how stacked it is, but I could see him getting a nom. And then I don't know, maybe it's another international movie, maybe Panahi for It Was Just an Accident, or Sentimental Value with Joaquin Trier. It's a toss-up for me, I think, but I'm like 80% leaning that PTA could win.
Liz, what do you think about best director?
I don't know. This one's hard. I feel like a part of me thinks it's going PTA, but then other parts of me think that the work Coogler did on Sinners is just like really, really fucking beautiful and like innovative work. And like a part of me thinks that that's how Sinners is going to get its flowers.
I would love that.
I feel similarly.
Yeah,
based on today.
Yeah.
I do based on today because I think that PTA also has I do think that it's running and adapted. And I do think that Hamnet's gonna already win for Jesse. And I think that it has one of the stronger chances for Best Picture. to where I don't think it has a chance at adapted screenplay against one
No,
battle.
because the screenplay isn't like riveting.
Yeah.
It's the performances and the like imagery.
Yeah,
for
and
that
I think that that's where you could see the Academy go, all right, well,
Let's get sinners.
we'll give PTA his Oscar. He might have one already. He might for writing. I'm not sure. But I think that they could give him that for screenplay and then maybe give Coogler Best Director. The only reason I don't think Chloe has a chance is because she's already won.
Yeah.
And I think that means something when it comes to these awards. It's very rare for someone to win 2 for Best Director.
He's been nominated 11 times, never won.
PTA has been nominated 11 times. That's tough. We might win.
That's another thing. That's what I mean. Yeah,
that's a lot of nominations. But I don't know. There's something in the trees with the Coogler thing. I don't know what it is. The Lorax is speaking to me.
I know. I feel it. I don't know why, but I could also be completely wrong.
Yeah. But I think that there's a lot of other people that are going to be a part of the conversation come the Oscars, because I think those last 2 spots are really up for grabs. I mean,
very much.
There's Safdie, Del Toro, Panahi, Trier, I mean, maybe even Clint Bentley potentially for Train Dreams, depending on how they decide to go, like the Academy.
Maybe.
I don't know what they're thinking.
There's a lot of Oscar campaigning that needs to be done.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it is.
We haven't seen too much for that one. Supporting. Liz, I want to start with you on this one. For either one, you could pick and choose, but these nominees, I should say, these categories, you were saying before we started recording, are like very, very up in the air.
I have no idea what's happening anymore with these. Literally no clue. It could go to anybody. It could be every single award is given to a different actor or actress. Literally every award show could be given to a different person depending on how they're feeling. Why don't we start with supporting actor?
Okay, go ahead. How do you want to lean the conversation?
I'm really happy. Like, I'm really happy that he won.
He being
Stellan.
Yes.
Do I think he's locked in? I absolutely not. I don't know who it's going toward, because I could also see like Sean Penn getting it. That performance is wild. Also, can we just talk about how crazy he looked last night?
Well, this
at
is
the
just
Golden
Sean Penn all the time.
And also, did you guys see the video of him like smoking a cigarette?
Hell yeah.
What?
Shout out Sean Penn.
What are we doing?
He's a fucking lunatic.
He does not care about anything.
No, definitely does not.
Her joke was funny of her being like, oh, everybody in like Hollywood cares about looking young, and like here you have Sean Penn just slowly turning into a leather bag. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. Were you surprised by his win, or what do you think, Zach? Were you shocked by that, or did you kind of expect Stellan to take the win?
I do think, like we've talked about on other pods, that this is the biggest toss-up award for like almost the entire award season. I think of front runners, like Sean Penn is still front runners for maybe all of us, but I'm not going to be dissatisfied with whoever wins this category. I think it's all full of great ones. Yeah. Sean Penn is great. Benicio's good. The only thing that I would knock Benicio on is he doesn't have the amount of screen time that Sean Penn does, or some of the other candidates. So yeah, I don't know. I really like Stellan. Like, if he wins the Oscar, I will be super happy. Sean Penn wins the Oscar, I'll be really happy. So
yeah, I was jumping for joy, because this is probably Stellan's probably my favorite performance of the entire year if I had to pick any of them. Just a personal favorite. We've had this conversation, but it's also like, I think before the award season, you're like, yeah, but wouldn't he go for lead? And I'm like, he's kind of not lead, even though it is like he's half the movie.
Yeah,
him and Renata. I'm very surprised with the way that the conversation has gone towards Del Toro, because I love him in one battle after another, but he has more award wins than Sean Penn does right now, which is kind of shocking to me. He won the Critics' Choice. I believe they were both nominated for SAG. I don't know about the BAFTAs, but the movie got 7 nominations for acting at SAG. So like, obviously everyone loves all the performances in the film. But I agree. I think that Paul is. I think I said this before we started rolling. I think that the field is kind of set between Del Toro, Elordi, Mescal, Penn, and Skarsgård. But I really think that it could be any of the 4 except for Mescal.
Yeah, and I think
I think that that's kind of insane.
I know.
It's kind of a crazy
Because
narrative
usually
going
you're down
into
to
the
two.
Oscars.
Usually you're split at this point. You're like, all right, we're
Yeah.
really feeling between like these two. The fact, and also I'd be happy with any of their wins.
Yes.
Truly, because I think Elordi does wild work that nobody expected from him at this point.
On short notice.
Oh, yes. On short notice, too. And then the other 3 performances are just like really fun and like riveting and memorable performances.
100%. Supporting actress, we transition out of the Amy Madigan conversation coming off of the critics to Tiana Taylor for One Battle. Other people in this category include Ariana Grande, Elle Fanning, Emily Blunt, and Inga Ibsdottir Lilias. What'd you think about this outcome?
I feel the same way. I was surprised, but also not, because I do think that Tiana Taylor is definitely in this conversation of supporting actress. I just really don't know who it's going to go to, because like, I thought it was going to go to Ariana. I thought that the Golden Globe would be like given to her just to kind of like be like.
Did she win last year? She did,
no,
right?
she's not won a single
She hasn't won
award.
anything.
Not a single one, which to me is a little crazy, but like I get it. There's big performances. I think I was more shocked by Amy Madigan winning for the critics. For the critics'
Really?
choice. I was very surprised by that. Like,
Zach
love
and I
her
don't think lean that way.
no, you don't.
No.
Okay.
What do you think about Amy in the category and Tiana winning?
I think it's another situation where, you know, she's been around for so long that they might award her that, and she was so popular with the role that it might be just enough to win it. And I don't know, like, not that I have to look at the category again. I really liked Inga and Tiana. I don't know if they're doing the same that Amy is. Like, Amy was really selling the same or a lot of weight with the movie. But yeah, I mean, it's also the same conversation we've been having, is like, who do we want to win versus who do we think that the group aligns with, and you know, whether it's Golden Globes or the Oscars, it's hard. But I think Amy really makes a strong case. And she has some favor because she hasn't won in her whole career yet, and she's been around forever.
Yeah,
but
I don't even know if she's ever been nominated for an Academy Award or
I will
any
look it up.
major award. But I think it's the same thing with supporting actor, where I think that 5 of the 6 in this category are probably what we're going to see at the Oscars, between Madigan, Grande, Elle Fanning, Lilias, and Tiana.
She was nominated in 1985 for Twice in a Lifetime, so 40 years
Haven't seen
ago.
that movie, but damn, wow, 40 years ago. Anniversary. Shout out Amy Madigan. All right, follow me on a quick journey about Ariana.
I'm gonna follow you.
Will you? Thank you. Here's the thing. I think that supporting actor and actress always has these outsiders, quote unquote. Ariana's not obviously an outsider in the cultural zeitgeist, but she's more of a musician coming into the field. We had it with Gaga. She was obviously lead. And then you have like these similar stories of these older actors, which is why, again, if gun to my head right now, I don't think Amy or Ariana win.
You think
I think it's going to wind up being Tiana. But I can't remember a time where it was leaning one way, where it was going to be something outside of the box when it comes to supporting, because that's where a lot of those performances are, where they're actually awarded. Like, the one that always sticks out to me is supporting actor, and it was when Mark Rylance won for Bridge of Spies over Sylvester Stallone, because that's something where it was like the writing was on the fucking wall that Stallone was going to win. He won the Globe. He might have even won either the BAFTA or SAG, and then Mark Rylance won it, and everyone was like, who the fuck is Mark Rylance? And obviously that was before he became a name in the industry. But I think there's going to be a similar thing with Ariana and that sort of weird stigma. Like, that's why I think she hasn't been awarded, which I think is messed up. But I think
because it was leaning her way so much that then people voted
it was so obvious that it should have been her that they said, nah, we're good.
Which is so messed up.
It is, but I just think that's the way, especially in supporting performances.
She should have won last year. An award. One award.
I agree.
Like, she should have won
I thought
something.
she won the Globe, but I guess
No,
she didn't.
She didn't.
Who won the supporting actress last year? You can look that up. I don't know.
I got it right here.
I'm trying to think. That wasn't Holdovers year. That was 2 years ago.
It was Zoe.
Oh, for Amelia. Oh boy, the Amelia.
It was
year.
Zoe.
The Amelia. And
That's
I love
the thing.
Zoe, but
Zoe took everything that year.
yeah, she won the Oscar too.
When Ariana should have gotten something.
Yeah.
And then that's why I think it was such a big wave for this one. Although Wicked Part 2 is not as well done
Esteemed,
as it not well done, I think she still delivers a well performance. And I think people are like, she was doing that work the same time that she was doing the work from the first film. So like, give her something.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting conversation.
It's crazy.
It is. It's going to be an interesting conversation. If she doesn't get in, I'm going to be kind of surprised.
I think she'll get in.
She might not.
I think she's a shoo-in for getting a nom.
You would hope.
I think
The
so
movie
because it's
didn't
also politics of, everybody's going to then watch the Oscars because Ariana Grande's there.
Yeah,
I
it's
think there
it's a fair
is a
point.
level of that with nominations of like also making sure that the big names are there because people will watch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
It's a fair point. Let's move on. Original score. Winner was Ludwig Göransson for Sinners. Best original song was Golden, K-pop Demon Hunters. Cinematic and box office achievements, Zach already said before, but it was just reiterating it was Sinners. That's the end of the film stuff before the technical awards. Or were there any technical awards given?
Well, they also omitted the Ludwig
best score
from the broadcast.
from the broadcast.
Yeah,
which was
kind of BS.
is the worst. Yeah, actually, they don't have any. Yeah, they don't give out the technical awards at the Golden Globes, which is why Globes don't really matter. Sorry guys. Okay, so let's wrap up the film stuff with these last couple categories before we jump to TV. I'm not surprised by Ludwig's win. Shout out Hans Zimmer though for F1, crafting one of the coolest fucking scores of the year in a movie that is way too fucking cool for this year. I mean, the movie is so music based.
Yeah.
You would think that it's Ludwig's kind of to lose, right?
Yeah, I loved the music in Sinners. So
Yeah. No notes.
no notes. I got nothing to add, nothing to take away.
Zach?
No notes. I think Hansy boy, he's the only other competition, but yeah, I think it's all right.
What was your guys' favorite scores of the year? Was it Sinners?
I think I put Sinners.
You put Sinners, Zach. What did you put?
I think I put Sinners, F1. Oh my gosh, I can't really remember.
The five of the ones that stuck out to me are all in this category. My favorite is actually Hamnet. It's my favorite score of the year,
Those are really good.
which
score.
was nominated.
Love
Max
it.
Richter.
I love it.
Original song. I mean,
We're going up.
let's sing it for the audience. I have heard this song 785
We
times
all
this
haven't.
year.
I've never even seen the movie.
I know, well, my girlfriend says that every time she goes to the gym in the morning, it's always what they start their workout with. So that,
that's the same song. Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
What are you gonna do? I think good year for songs though. Like surprise, like even though Golden obviously I think is the front runner. Dream is one. Miley. Psh. Song is a fucking banger.
Wait, Avatar?
Yeah, dude. You don't like that song? Zach.
I don't know if I've heard it.
Bro, song's a fucking banger.
I don't think it fits with Avatar at all.
I mean, it totally doesn't at all. But it's an end credit song, so
And it's Miley,
fine.
so.
And it's Miley, guys. We love Miley.
Yeah.
Can't wait till Miley's nominated for an Oscar one day. She might have actually been already, maybe.
She
right?
has
Another
been.
Hemsworth.
For
She
the
probably
song
has been.
from The Last Showgirl.
Yeah, there you go. See, you're right. Cinematic and box office achievement. I feel like we maybe kind of already covered this one.
We kind of talked about it
'Cause
already.
we did. Zach, did you have anything on it before we moved on to TV?
No, I would hate to see it become like a runner-up award, but I hope that that's not the thing. But I do think it was created and curated for bringing other audience and like awarding films that were not necessarily this like Oscar caliber, but like.
But that's how they sneak it in, where they could still award a film that they
Exactly.
don't award in the other
In
categories.
the box office movies, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But like, can a movie that's on streaming be awarded box office achievement, would you say, in your minds?
Well, it's box office and cinematic achievement.
I guess.
So it
Why?
depends.
What movie? Are you
Isn't
referring to?
K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix?
It did get a limited theater release.
Oh, okay.
Didn't it like blow up overseas too? Like it got like so much.
I don't know how much they put it out overseas, but I know when they did a sing along version for theaters and they made like 20 million in like a
Get
week.
out of here.
Wow.
What?
Huge audience, man. I'm telling you. Check out
Jesus.
K-pop. It's a fucking banger.
All right.
All right, TV.
TV.
We're gonna be 100% honest here, folks. We haven't seen everything this year.
No.
We saw a lot of movies, so we're not gonna have this conversation as long as we did the other ones. But we're gonna go through the categories.
We're gonna power through.
Best TV series drama. The winner was The Pitt, season 1. That was an HBO Max program. The Studio won Best TV series, musical or comedy. Excuse me. Adolescence won Best TV limited series, anthology, or motion picture made for TV. Let's start with there, because that's the series. The only show of these that I've seen in its entirety is The Studio. I think it's great. It's hilarious. I'm scared that this is going to be awarded every year because it takes place in the industry. That's my only concern with it. So hopefully it doesn't stay that way. But otherwise, I really like the show and I think it's hilarious.
Love it. I love it. I just did my top 10 favorite TV shows of 2025, and let me tell you, my 1, 2, and 3.
Holy
winner,
shit,
winner,
Liz.
winner.
Oh,
So you're feeling
Here
it
we
right now.
go.
You're feeling it in the TV circus.
Listen, I should be voting. This is all I have to say. No, I love it. The Pit, I kept talking about. I feel like I kept mentioning it when I was watching it. I was like,
I started it.
yeah, it's brilliant. It's really great. I know that people are kind of that hear about it. They're like, oh, I don't want to watch like a hospital, like, and I'm like, no, it is so well written. The pacings are awesome. The characters are fantastic. You should watch it. The Studio, I mean, we covered it. I don't think I was on any of the episodes, but we covered it, and it's a great show. I do get what you're saying, that like they like to like be like, oh, like it's about us guys, haha, that's so funny. So I do get that, but I still think it's a very well written show. And Adolescence is wild, and I appreciate that there's no word that they're trying to make like a spinoff or a second round of it. I like that they're just keeping it as it is, and I think it was a masterpiece in camera work.
Zach, your thoughts on the winners?
The Studio is great. I feel the same exact way. You guys have covered everything that I could say about the Studio. But yeah, no, it's the same thing. I thought it was a very well made show. I want to see it continue. Hope it doesn't reach that pattern. But yeah, and then what were some of the other nominees? It was
The Pit won for drama, and
Okay,
then we
yeah.
had Adolescence for limited. Did you watch?
Oh,
You watched
Adolescence got me and Liz are on that wave, bro. Like Adolescence was Owen Cooper deserves everything. Stephen Graham deserves everything. That show was top tier. My girlfriend got me on that show. I was like, what are you talking about? Adolescence. I was like, what is that? What is that? And then I watch it. I'm like, all right, you deserved.
You haven't even gotten to like one of the best episode.
Well, I just started it.
I know.
So,
but there's only 4 episodes.
I thought it was 6. It's 4.
It's only 4, right?
I think it's 4.
Oh
4.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the end of the first episode.
Number 3.
The end of the first episode's fucking
Number
wild.
3.
That was number 3 for you?
No, number 3. Episode number 3
It's crazy.
is what I think everybody's getting awards based off of.
Okay. Well, for the audience perspective, I decided to watch one episode of about 8 TV shows this weekend
Nuts.
to give myself a little bit of a sense of the award season. And I got to be honest, I think they're all deserving. I think a lot of the shows that I watched, I was really impressed with. I want to talk about The Pit for a second because I never discredited that you were wrong about the show. I'm just not a big medical drama person, but it is a really engaging show. And I am totally going to watch the rest of it,
Shit.
even though I see someone's fucking tibia ripped off and I'm like, I can't fucking look at this right now. So I'm going to have to avert my eyes at times.
It gets worse.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm nervous about.
That's what I hear. Yeah. So I haven't started The Pit either, but I was also like, when it first started, I was like, okay, there's 100 medical dramas out. But I was surprised that HBO was doing a medical drama. So after hearing about it, I'm now very interested in watching it. So
It is. I mean, it's very engaging. The only show that there's 2 shows personally that I watched this weekend that from the first episode I was more engaged in. The number 1 show is Adolescence. So I'm looking forward to finishing it as soon as possible. Number 2 is a show called Paradise that I really fucking like.
I liked Paradise.
I just love Sterling K. Brown. He's just a lovely human being.
So
I love
handsome.
that for you.
So fucking handsome. But shout out to The Pit, The Studio, and Adolescence for their wins. Moving on, we have Best Performance by a Female Actor in a TV Series Drama. That went to Ray Seahorn for Pluribus. Male Actor in a TV Series Drama. That went to Noah Wiley for The Pit. Best performance by a female actor in a musical or comedy, that went to Jean Smart for Hacks. And then best performance by a female actor in limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for TV went to Michelle Williams for Dying for Sex. Zach, where would you like to start with these awards?
Let's talk about Rhea.
Yeah.
Because Rhea deserves her flowers.
I thought her name was Rhea, and then they said Ray on
Ray?
on the awards. So I'm gonna double check that just because I don't want us to get in trouble.
I'm gonna call her Carol.
Call her Carol.
Hey Carol. You know, I'm glad that Carol's happy because she deserves her flowers. Better Call Saul. She was unbelievable. She's done 6 years of hard work ethic in Better Call Saul that she deserved back then. So now she's getting it. Very happy for her. What were some of the other people you mentioned?
To confirm, it is pronounced Ray, by the way. So shout out, we learn something new every day, Ray. Ray Seahorn, Noah Wiley, which you haven't seen yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Jean Smart for Hacks. And did you watch Dying for Sex? You did.
I didn't watch Dying for Sex.
You didn't?
But
okay.
I put it down because I just put it down because I like Michelle Williams a lot, and also
show's great. It's a great show.
Liz, have you kept up with Hacks? Because I haven't kept up with Hacks.
It might be your favorite show on TV.
It is. It's in my top. It's like my number 4, I think, of my favorite of the year.
She keeps winning.
She deserves it. She's brilliant. The show is the funniest thing. It's the only show right now that actually is making me laugh out loud. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, and the thing is like, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. She just is. She actually just broke a record for being the oldest woman to win Best Supporting Actress at the Globes.
Wow.
So,
Best lead actress?
Best lead actress. Yes. Best lead actress. So great for her. She deserves it. She's a riot and like a crazy person on this show.
Yeah. Good for her. That's awesome.
You guys gotta watch it. It's so good.
I watched season 1 and I have to just pick it back up. But I did love
season
season 1 of Hacks. The writing is so fucking funny. I want to jump to male actor in a drama. Noah Wiley obviously is a big part of the conversation. What a stacked category for him to just take down everybody. Adam Scott for Severance, which, by the way, I have to say, I feel very bad for Adam Scott because he goes to all of these award shows and he never fucking wins. He hasn't won anything for Severance.
Wow.
And there are great performances in Severance, like better performances, you could argue. I just think like he's the anchor, especially season 2. He's such an anchor to what that show is. But Noah Wiley was very impressive to me in the pilot from what I saw with The Pit. If I had a vote, I would give it to Diego Luna, but I know not everybody watches Andor, but he's also amazing in that. Mark Ruffalo, Sterling K.
I know.
It's a stacked category. But Noah Wiley, he's a journeyman in the industry. He was nominated, I think, like 4 times for ER in the 90s. So, like, shout out Noah Wiley, making it with the medical drama now, finally getting your flowers.
Yeah.
He deserves it. That's awesome. Jumping to the other, some more categories here in TV. Best performance by a male actor in a TV series, musical, or comedy went to Seth Rogen for The Studio. Female actor in a supporting role on TV went to Erin Doherty. Doherty? I think it's Doherty for Adolescence. Another stack category. That's all I have on this page, so we're going to stick with 2 for now.
Okay.
Seth, I feel like, was writing on the wall.
Yes.
I felt like that was a surprise, though. I don't
really
like lead actor
for comedy.
For comedy,
I know, but like
it was against Adam Brody, Steve Martin, Glenn Powell, Martin Short, Jeremy Allen White.
Let's be honest. Only Murders in the Building will never win a single fucking award at any award show ever.
Never. I stopped watching that show.
I've never seen it. No, this is no offense to anyone who's a fan of the show because I'm sure there's plenty. But they just fucking make these people show up every year. They're never gonna win. They've never won. This is the comedy version of Better Call Saul. 100%. Is only
fair,
Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same quality, I think.
No, but I'm saying like incomparable in terms of like constantly being, they have to be a part of the conversation because of yada, yada, yada.
I think, and they're funny. Like,
I love
show's
them.
quirky and like it's them being them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's not anything riveting or like anything new that we haven't seen versus like Seth, I think, was delivering some of his best work.
I think he's definitely doing some of his best work. I guess I just don't think of Seth Rogen as a Golden Globe winning actor. I guess against these guys.
I agree with you, but the only reason why, and people are going to be angry about it, but I don't really care. Yes, The Bear is not a comedy, but if Jeremy Allen White is in the fucking category, he's a better performer than Rogen in The Bear. Like, regardless of what you think about the show, his performance in The Bear is better than Rogen's in The Studio, I think. That's my argument. But I don't think it is a comedy.
Yes, if you compare season ones, but like I'm bored with Jeremy Allen White in The Bear. I think he's doing the same thing, and it's the same thing that he's been doing on for years. He did the same thing on Shameless.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he didn't win, because people were like, all right, give us
He's
something.
won twice already.
Yeah, give us something different.
But-
give us something new. And then I think, didn't Adam Brody win at some point last year? Didn't he win? Yeah, he won.
Critics. I think. I don't think he won Golden Globe.
I love Adam Brody.
I haven't seen the show.
I
yet.
love him, but I would say it's the same level as Only Murders in the Building. Like, it's like a heartfelt show.
It's your type of quirk.
I love that show.
I haven't watched it yet, so I can't comment on it. Supporting actress. I haven't met Erin Doherty's character yet, so I have no comment on it.
She's so good. She's so good.
Do you think, very hard to compare because it's entirely different, because we go supporting for the Globes, they go supporting in all categories.
I know, which I don't love.
I don't love it either, which is why the Cinema Wave Awards did it different.
Mm-hmm.
Is she better? You could also say you can't answer because it's so hard because the genres are so different. Is she better than Catherine O'Hara in the studio?
It's hard because Catherine O'Hara is doing almost like a character, while Erin is doing like she's a terrified therapist.
Okay.
It's just two completely different worlds.
Which is why they shouldn't be in the same category.
Yes, and I think that's why she definitely won. I mean, all the other performances, if you think about it, are comedy performances except hers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zach, what did you think?
I think so. I think Erin is like way better than Catherine for me. I thought Catherine was like, she was okay in the studio. I don't know. There were the other people in the studio that I was like, oh wow, like, they were really good. But
there is one supporting performance in the studio I think is better than Catherine, and it's another Catherine. Catherine Hahn. I just love Catherine.
But she's just doing what she does all the time, which is brilliant.
So fucking funny. So good. All right, this is the last page on the Globes. We've been going for quite a while, so we're gonna rip through them, everybody.
Let's do it.
Both main actors in Adolescence won. Stephen Graham for lead actor in Limited. Supporting role went to Owen Cooper, youngest winner ever, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a shock there because of the category. I thought over Trammell. I know he's amazing in the show, but having him against Trammell I thought was surprising, like for him to kind of come out on that. Ricky Gervais won for stand-up comedy, and the first ever best podcast winner went to Good Hang with Amy Poehler. So let's hit the Adolescence boys. We could skip over stand-up because I don't know if too many of us really listen to stand-up. I didn't listen to a single one of the stand-up specials that were even nominated.
Sorry, not my thing.
But I do want to talk about best podcast. But let's start with Adolescence. Liz and Zach, you guys obviously have watched the shows.
I think I can understand why you're saying for supporting actor, Owen winning is kind of not crazy, but just like
surprising against Trammell. Yeah.
Because of that, when you see episode 3 and when you see what he's doing on a one take, you'll understand why.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
I'm impressed with the kid based on the way he's been handling himself with the awards and even the first episode. By the time you see the kind of switch in him at the end of the episode, there's
just one episode that's like, oh my God. And you're just holding your breath the whole time.
Zach, what about you for Owen and Steven?
They really know how to bring in like subtlety and then explosiveness, but you really feel the lived in sense of this family, and like all of their energy is just bottled up into one. But yeah, to kind of also what Liz is saying, like it's even more impressive that they were able to deliver such a performance on an hour-long one take for each episode.
It's exhausting.
And rehearsing that like a stage show every time, and then you get like, I think they said they were getting like 3 takes a day for those episodes. It's insane. So I mean, that's like, and for Owen Cooper to be doing that at 16 is like, that's something that hasn't been done before, really, for like an hour one take miniseries. It's like never been done before. And then you have just his age, like the way that he can really dive into this character, and he is not even 20 years old yet, is kind of beyond me. And then Stephen Graham is such a good vet that he has this hard sympathy of like what it means to grieve, and like what it means to like you see him going through so many different emotions just with his eyes, just with his tears, like he has no idea what his purpose is in life anymore just through his performance. Like it is so devastating.
Yeah.
It is brilliant.
Again, I haven't finished the show yet, so I can't comment. I'm really happy for Stephen Graham though, because I think he's like one of the best character actors that we've ever had that's finally getting his flowers. Like he also seems like the nicest dude in the world, which is also the best thing when you get to see that on the stage of the Globes. But like I remember, like Boardwalk Empire is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. It's a show that not everybody's watched, but he played Al Capone, and it's like seeing this actor play like one of the most notorious gangsters in American history, to then playing this troubled father who's just looking out for his son and wants to do anything to make sure that his innocence is proven. Like it's just such a shift, and I'm so happy that he's finally kind of getting recognized for that and for the show in general. So shout out Stephen Graham, shout out Owen Cooper. Wrap it up with best podcast, because we are a podcast here. I'm a big podcast listener. I listen to literally 5 of the 6 podcasts in this category, and I listen to 4 of them weekly. Wow. So I was pumped with who they ended up selecting, and I love Amy Poehler and I love Good Hang. So are you a fan? Do you listen to that podcast or any other ones in the categories? Liz and then Zach.
I listen to 4 out of the 6.
Let's go, Liz.
I wouldn't say I'm the biggest podcaster.
Well, then you're kicked off Culture Wave. Sorry to tell you.
I love a good podcast. I don't every day listen though to the same, like every week I'm not like, oh, I gotta listen to my podcast. Listen to my podcast. I kind of only jump on when I like the guests.
Oh, so you're a guest hopper.
I'm a guest hopper.
All right. What is your favorite of the pods that were nominated?
Right now, probably Good Hang, just because I like the people that Amy's bringing on. I have in the past though been a big armchair. A big armchair.
I'm such an armchair. It's insane.
I used to be. I kind of fell off.
Okay.
So I would say those 2 are my top, and then Call Her Daddy just to keep in, the culture psych guy. Like keep it.
Be a part of the conversation.
Be a part of the conversation.
Zach, do you listen to any of these podcasts?
Yeah, I mean, I tried Armchair, and maybe I got into him late, but Dax Shepard just like gives me a headache, bro. Like I get it. I feel like he's on cocaine every single time.
He used
to be. Exactly.
He used to be a big druggie.
So he's just like fully so much energy. I mean, but I've listened to a couple Amy Poehler episodes, and I've listened to a couple Call Her Daddy episodes, but I listen to a lot of Ringer podcasts. Same. And the Deacons podcast a lot, and Conan's podcast a lot. So I have like 3 or 4 that I like.
I think Conan's gonna get a nomination next year.
I think he should.
Yeah. Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend is a great podcast. But guys, we talked for quite a while about the Globes. That was our recap. That was our reaction. That was our overview of that and the the rest of the potential award season come the Oscars. And I'm sure we'll be doing an episode once the nominees come out for that as well. We'll have a conversation about what we think might happen as the award season kind of shifts and turns. But let us know in the comments, what did you guys think about the way that the Golden Globes kind of turned out? Were you guys disappointed with some of the winners? What do you guys have for your who would you guys pick for your winners? If you guys had a choice in the Globes, let us know in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. Give this video a like if you guys can, and comment your thoughts on this episode. And also, as I said earlier, follow us on social media, especially on Instagram right now, because we're at Cinema Wave Media. We are doing our own first annual Cinema Wave Awards. We are covering film and TV in 2025 here in 2026. We're dropping 3 posts a day for the next week of all our nominees, and then the award winners will be coming out the following week from when this is released. So please take a look at that if you guys can, and subscribe to us here at the Culture Wave Media Network. We have a lot of other stuff we're covering on the channel in film and TV. So thank you guys for watching. Just signing off. I'm Darian Scalamoni.
I'm Liz Seiko.
I'm Zach Miller.
And we'll see you guys next time.
This is The Culture.